Hi Eagles, it's Thursday. I can't believe we're almost done with our third week of e-learning. We've really been rocking and rolling. So to review, this week was Literature Week. So we talked about plot, character, conflict. Now we're going to talk about theme. And theme is the message, okay? That's what the author wants us to know when we leave the text. And most of the time, the author doesn't come right out and say, and I want you to know this is what I meant, or something like that. The author doesn't say that. We have to be detectives, and we have to try to figure out what the author is meaning. So, theme is the moral message or lesson that the author wants us to learn. I just said that. The only time that the theme will be explicitly stated is in fables. At the end, there will be a moral, right? Like, slow and steady wins the race, or something like that. Some questions to ask yourself when you're trying to be a detective and figure out the theme is, what did the character learn? How did the character grow or change? And then what important part of life is this story about? My first, I would say, year and a half of teaching, I taught theme wrong when I taught 5th grade back in Indiana at my old school. I taught theme as one word, like courage. And that's more of a topic. So I put down here, theme is not just one word. Theme is having courage is a good life skill, or something like that. It's not just one word. It has to be a sentence that you can teach someone. It's basically what the author's trying to teach you, the message. So last holiday season in December, we read the book The Grinch out loud on that Friday, I think, before we went for break. So let's talk about The Grinch. What did the character learn? Well, remember we had that quote, maybe Christmas he thought doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas he thought means something much more, or something like that. So he learned that Christmas wasn't about the presents. It's about spending time with the people that you love. So how did the character change or grow? Well, his heart grew 3 times, right? He went from a mean, nasty, bitter, I don't want to say person, creature. We'll just call him a creature. And then he turned into someone nice. And remember, he carved the roast beast, so that was very special. What important part of life is this story about? That being surrounded by friends and family is what's important. And actually, we can use that message now during this quarantine and isolation. As much as it's awful that we're stuck and this is just, it's frustrating, it's a little bit scary. A lot of us are surrounded by our families, and that's something we can be grateful for. So this lesson was a lot shorter than the other lessons because we've touched on this before. So you know the drill. You have a theme Moby Max assignment due Friday, tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And if you have questions, hop on Zoom or text, call, or email me. Good luck.